Hi everyone, it's Stephen Schleicher, and you know what? We have not done a 3D build in quite some time, and I think it's time to rectify that. Now, my son and I have been playing a lot of Dice Masters lately, especially with the release of the new World's Finest set that we just did an unboxing on not too long ago. Problem is, if you've seen my son play, you know he's not very good at handling his dice. They tend to go everywhere. Across the table, on the floor, everywhere but the field area. Well, I decided that what we really needed was a dice tower to help keep all of his dice together. We went out and bought one of those really cheap wooden $7 dice towers that you can get at a game store, and well, we didn't glue it together quite well, and really in the end it didn't look quite right for us. And then I said, hey, let me go to Thingiverse, see what I can find, and sure enough I found a really cool dice tower that I think is going to work perfect for him. Let's take a look at the time lapse and then talk about it on the other side. So here it is. It's a nice little dice tower. It's actually remixed by Gary A. Crowley Sr. over on Thingiverse. It was a tweak from another one that was up there that actually had the little tower part on it. But this is a piece that required no supports. It printed off in 3 separate pieces. You had the main tower, and then you had the 2 fold-out flaps, the dice trays. Now you can do these either way you like. If you don't want to put the tray in, that's fine. It's got the holes there, or it's got the tray that you simply put on, and you can close these up for transportation. I like that a lot. Now, I said it didn't need supports, but there are a few places where there was some sagging that occurred with the 3D printer, and those were on the knobs of the tray. All I had to do was take my Dremel and sand those off very easily, round them off, and it's back to good as new. I always print with rafts just to make sure that everything stays flat to the bed, so there's a little sanding that still needs to be done on the bottom of one of these trays, but overall, I'm very pleased with the results, to a point. The problem is this is a relatively small dice tower, so while it will hold D6s, if you try to use anything bigger than that, they're not going to go through the dice tower. So really this is great for Dice Masters dice, which are relatively small. These go in without a problem, but because of the size of the tray, you can only get so many on one of these trays. Now I suppose what we're going to do with this particular dice tower is drop them in the top and have them all come out on the sides, but if you try to get more than 8 dice to go down this little tower, they're just not going to fit. So what's the solution? Build a bigger dice tower, which is exactly what I did. Instead of using this one, I went ahead and printed another dice tower at 125% of the original. And it's much bigger. It's got the same features. It had essentially the exact same problem when printing it out, where it just had to have a little bit of sanding around the place where the knob's connected to the tower. But this one can hold all of your regular dice. So if you're a regular RPGer and you've got some D20s or a 4-sided dice or a decahedron or any other sided dice, these go in here without a problem. Now again, it's not going to use giant dice, but it works very well with this. And because the tray is 25% larger, it means it can hold more dice on the end. Again, you can still use both sides of the tower when you're playing, and I think that this is a wonderful dice tower. It's one of the more recent things that we've printed, and I love it to pieces. This is something that's going to be part of our regular game night adventure. I hope you enjoyed this 3D build. If you have any questions, just use the comment section below. I'd love to see what your thoughts are on this dice tower. Maybe you want one of these. I don't know. Let me know. You can also follow me on Twitter at Major Spoilers, and be sure to visit our website, majorspoilers.com. If you want to see us play Dice Masters or other tabletop games, look around in this channel because they are there for you. That wraps it up for this 3D build. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time.